Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to back my channel today. We're going to explore some of the most valuable and sought-after coins in American history. The top 4 1-cent wheat penny copper coins that have shocked collectors with their unbelievable market value. These aren't just ordinary pennies. We're talking about rare error coins, pieces found in dirty or aged conditions, and even those with unusual copper shades that have become major players in the world of coin collecting and investment. Each of these coins carries a story. A mix of history, rarity, and luck that turns a simple cent into a fortune worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Collectors around the world are constantly hunting these treasures, and if you're lucky enough to find one, it could completely change your future overnight. So, if you're a coin enthusiast, a history lover, or someone who simply admires the beauty and significance of American currency, then this video is made just for you. Get ready, because we're about to uncover the top 4 most valuable 1-cent wheat penny copper coins that could be hiding right in your pocket or collection. Let's get started. First up, one of the most legendary pennies ever minted. The 1951 D wheat penny was minted during a time when America was rebuilding after World War II. The economy was booming and millions of coins were produced, but among those countless pennies, only a handful came out with rare minting errors and unique metal shades that turned them into treasures worth millions today. These coins were struck with a blend of craftsmanship and chance, a mix that the mint never intended. Yet destiny had other plans for these copper wonders. What makes them 1951? D wheat pennies so valuable isn't just their age, but the imperfections that make them one of a kind. Some were double die strikes. Others were struck on leftover planchets meant for silver or bronze coins, and a few have a distinct shine and tone that make collectors' hearts race. When light hits the surface of one of these rare pennies, the deep red and brown hues seem to whisper tales from the past, giving the coin a personality no modern currency could ever possess. The Denver Mint mark, the tiny D beneath the date, is more than just a letter. It's a signature of identity. It tells collectors exactly where the coin began its journey, but also hints at the differences that make the 1951 D unique from other wheat pennies. Coins from the Denver Mint were often struck with stronger pressure and sharper details, making them more resistant to wear and tear, which is why many high-grade examples still shine, as if they were made yesterday. In the collector's market, condition is everything. A 1951 D wheat penny in average circulation might only be worth a few dollars, but when you find one in pristine, uncirculated, or error condition, that's when the magic begins. Some of these coins have been auctioned for amounts that reach into the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, especially those with unique color tones or struck on the wrong metal planchet. Imagine finding one in your old jar or drawer, a coin that could rewrite your financial destiny overnight. The emotional power of the 1951 D wheat penny lies not only in its value, but also in what it represents: hope, rarity, and timeless beauty. Each coin carries a touch of history, the craftsmanship of a mid-century mint, and the mystery of human error that made it extraordinary. When collectors hold this coin, they don't just see copper. They see legacy, opportunity, and a connection to America's past that money alone can't measure. Over the years, countless treasure hunters and collectors have searched tirelessly for that one perfect 1951 D penny, the one with the flawless strike or the unusual composition that could make headlines. Many of these stories sound like legends, yet every once in a while, a lucky finder emerges, turning a single penny into a life-changing fortune. This is why experts often say, never underestimate a wheat penny, especially one from Denver. So, if you ever come across a 1951 D wheat penny, don't rush to spend it or sell it cheaply. Examine it closely, its shine, its texture, its minting details, because you might be holding a hidden treasure that could make you a billionaire overnight. These coins are not just relics of the past. They are living reminders that sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest fortunes. The 1951 D wheat penny proves that history, luck, and beauty can all fit in the palm of your hand, waiting for the right person to discover its true worth. The 1954 D wheat penny from America is not just a small piece of copper. It is a mysterious treasure that has the power to turn ordinary people into millionaires overnight. This coin, born in the Denver Mint and marked with a proud D, carries a hidden story that still fascinates collectors and investors around the world. Though millions of these coins are produced, a rare handful possess unique errors, stunning shine, or strange shades of copper that make them stand apart from the rest. When you hold one of these rare 1954 DeWheat pennies, you're holding a piece of America's soul, a tiny artifact from an era when every coin was made with craftsmanship, precision, and pride. It's not just metal. It's history, luck, and wealth combined in one small circle of value. Many collectors believe that the 1954 DeWheat penny has a magic of its own, and the right one could be worth unimaginable amounts, even millions in today's competitive coin market. Back in the early 1950s, America was booming with energy, innovation, and economic growth. The Denver Mint was busy producing coins to meet the country's rising demand, and among those thousands of strikes, the 1954 DeWheat penny was born. Its design features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on one side and the symbolic wheat stalks on the other, an emblem of America's strength, hard work, and prosperity. But hidden within that familiar design are rare variations, subtle minting mistakes, and unique metal compositions that make some of these coins extraordinary. Some 1954 D pennies were struck on leftover planchets. Others show double die errors, off-center strikes, or deep glossy red surfaces that glimmer like gold under light. These details, often invisible to the untrained eye, can mean the difference between a 1-cent coin and a $1 million masterpiece. Collectors are obsessed with the 1954 DeWheat penny because of its unpredictable nature. It's a coin that reminds the world how small accidents can create priceless wonders. Imagine a coin struck just slightly off the mark, creating a faint doubling of the date or lettering, a rare imperfection that makes it completely unique. Imagine another coin preserved perfectly for over 70 years without a single scratch, glowing with its original copper brilliance. These are the coins that auctioneers dream about, the ones that make headlines and leave collectors speechless. Their value is not just about rarity. It's about perfection, mystery, and the emotional thrill of discovering something so powerful hidden in plain sight. The beauty of the 1954 DeWheat penny lies in its simplicity and story. Every curve, every detail, from Lincoln's quiet expression to the graceful wheat stalks, represents America's strength and history. But beyond the design lies the unknown. What if your old penny, sitting in a drawer or collection box, is one of the rare ones? What if that small, forgotten coin carries an error that no one has noticed yet? There are stories of ordinary people who found such coins, took them to grading experts, and walked away with life-changing wealth. That is why this coin has earned a place in the hearts of collectors. The possibility that fortune might be hiding in the most unexpected places. Even its color tells a story. The 1954 DeWheat penny exists in various shades of copper, from bright red to deep brown, from soft orange to golden hues. Some have developed a beautiful patina over time, giving them a look that no machine could ever recreate. These natural transformations add charm and value, making each coin a one-of-a-kind piece of art. Experts say that coins with perfect mint luster or unusual toning can reach unbelievable prices at auctions, especially when combined with the historical appeal of the Denver Mint mark. Every small difference, texture, tone, shine, becomes part of its identity and worth. In the modern collector's market, the 1954 DeWheat penny has become one of the most talked-about coins. People from all over the world hunt for it, searching through old jars, rolls of pennies, and family collections, hoping to discover a treasure. Many underestimate it, thinking it's just another old cent, but those who know the secrets of numismatics understand its potential. A perfect 1954 DeWheat penny, especially one with an error or untouched surface, can fetch amounts so high they sound unreal. The rarest examples have been compared in value to gold bars and diamonds, yet their charm lies in their humble 1-cent face value. It's the perfect blend of history, luck, and investment. This coin is more than an object. It's a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that even the smallest things can hold enormous power. Every 1954 DeWheat penny carries a fingerprint of the past, the touch of mint workers from another era, and the enduring value of copper that refuses to fade. The idea that a coin minted for everyday trade can rise to the level of legendary status is what keeps collectors inspired. And if you're lucky enough to find one of these gems, you could witness firsthand how a single penny can rewrite your destiny. So if you ever come across a 1954 D. Wheat penny. Don't rush to spend it or ignore it. Hold it to the light. Study its shine. Look at the date and search for that tiny D below Lincoln's portrait. That small detail could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing discovery. Because in the world of rare coins, miracles do happen, and sometimes they come disguised as an old, forgotten penny. The 1954 D. Wheat penny proves that wealth, beauty, and luck often hide in the simplest places, waiting for someone with sharp eyes and a believing heart to uncover them. It's more than just a coin. It's a piece of living history, a symbol of fortune, and a reminder that even 1 cent can hold the power to make you a billionaire overnight. Next up, the 1956 D. Wheat penny from America is not just a simple coin. It is a living piece of history, a hidden treasure that carries within it the power to change destinies. Minted in Denver, this small copper cent might look ordinary at first glance, but its true worth lies far beyond its face value. Some versions of this coin have been discovered with rare errors, unusual metallic tones, or flawless surfaces that have made collectors' hearts race. When you hold this coin in your hand, you're not just holding copper. You're holding time, legacy, and the dream of unimaginable fortune. The beauty of the 1956 D. Wheat penny lies in its story, its journey from the Denver Mint into the hands of millions, and its rare transformation from a penny into a priceless collector's item worth millions in today's market. The history of this coin begins in a time when America was full of change and optimism. The 1950s were years of progress, but also years of craftsmanship and precision in minting. Yet even with all the technology of that era, perfection was never guaranteed, and that's what makes certain 1956 D. pennies so valuable today. Some coins were struck on leftover planchets, some had doubling errors, and others aged into unique copper shades that turned them into one-of-a-kind artifacts. These accidental creations became treasures, and over the years, their value has grown beyond imagination. Collectors all over the world search for these rare variations, hoping to find that one coin that can make them millionaires overnight. What truly sets the 1956 D. Wheat penny apart is its blend of rarity and beauty. The wheat design on the reverse, framing the words 1 cent, represents an era when craftsmanship mattered. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse tells the story of honor, struggle, and triumph. Together, they form a coin that stands as a symbol of American history, and when that history meets rarity, you get something beyond price. Some of these coins show a deep, almost fiery copper tone, while others have darkened with time, creating a rich patina that collectors adore. Every mark, every shade, every flaw becomes a part of its story, increasing its desirability in the numismatic world. Imagine for a moment finding one of these coins in your old collection or hidden inside a forgotten jar. You might think it's worth just a cent, but under expert eyes, that same coin could be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions depending on its condition and minting errors. That's the magic of coin collecting. Small details create massive differences in value. A slight doubling of the date, a soft strike on the wheat stalks, or a perfectly preserved mint luster could instantly place your coin among the rarest of the rare. That's why collectors say never overlook a wheat penny, especially one with a D mark under 1956, because you might be holding a hidden fortune. The Denver Mint signature D carries weight in the world of coins. It represents not just a location, but a mark of authenticity and legacy. The mint's process was known for strength and precision, but once in a while, that precision produced a rarity, an unexpected strike, a misaligned die, or an off-metal error that slipped through inspection. These few surviving specimens are now the legends of coin auctions, often fetching staggering amounts when they appear in perfect or near-perfect condition. It's these exceptions, these mistakes of history, that have turned the 1956 D. Wheat penny into a mythic name among collectors and investors alike. In today's world, the market for rare coins has exploded, and the 1956 D. Wheat penny stands as one of the shining stars of American numismatics. Wealthy collectors and passionate hobbyists constantly compete to acquire the finest specimens, driving their prices to astonishing levels. While a worn example might trade hands for a few dollars, the flawless, error-struck, or high-grade ones can be worth fortunes that seem unreal. Some stories tell of individuals who found one in old family boxes or inherited collections and ended up changing their lives forever. This is why experts always advise, before you spend or sell an old penny, get it examined. You never know what kind of treasure you're holding. The emotional power of this coin is unmatched. It's not just about money. It's about connection, about owning a tangible piece of America's story. Every scratch on a 1956 D wheat penny tells you where it's been. Maybe it bought a loaf of bread in the 1950s. Maybe it passed to the hands of someone during the war. Or maybe it sat quietly in a collector's chest, waiting for its moment to shine. When you hold it, you feel the passage of time, the artistry of minting, and the endless human fascination with value and beauty. So remember, the 1956 D wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity. It shows that greatness can come from the smallest things, and that fortune often hides in plain sight. Before you let it go or overlook it, take a closer look at its date, its shine, and that little D beneath it. Because somewhere among millions of ordinary pennies, there exists one extraordinary piece that could make you a billionaire overnight. History has proven that miracles in coin collecting do happen, and maybe, just maybe, the next miracle is already in your hands. Next up, the 1958 D wheat penny from America is one of those rare and fascinating coins that carries an air of mystery, wealth, and historic charm, a small copper treasure that could change your life overnight if you happen to own the right one. Struck at the Denver Mint, this penny bears a proud D marked beneath the date, symbolizing not just its origin, but its identity as a piece of American craftsmanship from an era when every coin was made with care, precision, and character. Though it was meant to be a simple 1-cent coin for everyday use, circa 1958, D wheat pennies possess incredible features, rare errors, and flawless mint conditions that have transformed into treasures worth unimaginable amounts in today's collector market. It's hard to believe that a coin once used to buy candy or newspapers could now be worth millions, but that's the magic of numismatics, where history, rarity, and luck combine to create life-changing value. The story of the 1958 D wheat penny begins in a time of transition. The 1950s marked the end of the wheat penny era, a design that had proudly represented America since 1909. By 1958, the nation was preparing to introduce the Lincoln Memorial design, and that made the last of the wheat pennies, especially those from the Denver Mint, even more special. Every coin struck that year carried a sense of finality, a closing chapter in American minting history. But within those final batches, the Mint produced some coins that would become legendary due to accidental errors, variations in metal composition, and rare misprints that slipped past inspection. These unexpected mistakes turned ordinary copper cents into extraordinary collector's items, the kind that auction houses and private investors chase with feverish excitement. Among the most talked about versions are those rare 1958 D wheat pennies showing double die obverse errors, where the lettering and numbers appear double due to a die alignment issue during striking. These coins are among the holy grails of penny collecting, almost mythical in value and rarity. Some experts have compared their worth to fine gold or even priceless art pieces, because only a few such coins exist in perfect condition. Add to that the charm of uncirculated specimens with rich red luster, untouched by time, and you have a coin that could easily fetch hundreds of thousands or even millions at auction. It's no exaggeration to say that this small cent can hold the power to turn an ordinary collector into a billionaire overnight if discovered in flawless condition with the right mint error. The Denver Mint's craftsmanship played a vital role in shaping the character of this coin. Known for strong strikes and fine detail, Denver-produced wheat pennies often possess deeper definition and cleaner edges than those from other mints. This made the 1958 D issue a standout even before rarity and error variations were considered. The brilliant copper red glow, the sharp wheat stalks, and the crisp portrait of Abraham Lincoln together create a masterpiece of American minting art. Over the years, coins that have survived without scratches, stains, or discoloration have become prized possessions among collectors, often commanding shocking prices in the numismatic world. The combination of flawless beauty, historical significance, and extreme scarcity is what gives this coin its legendary status. What makes the 1958 D wheat penny even more enchanting is the aura of possibility that surrounds it. Imagine searching through an old collection, a forgotten drawer, or a family heirloom jar, and finding a 1958 D-wheat penny gleaming back at you. You might think it's just another old cent, but in reality, you could be holding a piece of history capable of rewriting your financial destiny. This isn't fiction. It's happened before. People have stumbled upon pennies worth more than houses, cars, or even entire fortunes, simply because they recognize the right date and mint mark combination. That's why collectors never ignore a wheat penny, especially those bearing the D mint mark from 1958. They understand that hidden beneath that copper surface could lie an error, so rare it has no equal. The beauty of the wheat penny design adds even more power to its mystique. The twin stalks of wheat on the reverse symbolize growth and prosperity, while Lincoln's timeless profile on the obverse stands for freedom and unity. Together they create not just a coin, but a work of art with soul. And when you consider that 1958 marked the end of this design's 50-year run, it becomes a farewell masterpiece, the last of its kind, and therefore one of the most emotionally charged and historically valuable. Every detail, from the smooth edges to the rich red copper tone, tells a story that connects the past to the present, the working man's penny to the collector's prize. In today's coin-collecting world, the 1958 D-wheat penny continues to be one of the most hunted coins on the planet. Auctions feature bidding wars over the rarest examples, while collectors and investors alike dream of discovering that one extraordinary piece in mint state perfection. The value of such coins doesn't just lie in their metal or age. It's in their uniqueness, their story, and their sheer improbability. Coins like the 1958 D are living proof that small details can create enormous wealth. A single double die or an untouched surface can make the difference between pocket change and a priceless fortune. So if you ever come across a 1958 D wheat penny, treat it with respect, curiosity, and care. Look closely at the date, examine its shine, notice the D beneath the year, and study its features under good light. What might look like an old, forgotten coin can in fact be your gateway to unimaginable fortune. Never rush to sell at a low price, because this coin, small as it may seem, holds the potential to change your life forever. The 1958 D wheat penny is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of luck, legacy, and limitless value, a reminder that sometimes the smallest things in life can bring the greatest rewards. In the world of rare coins, it remains one of the brightest stars, proof that even a single cent can carry the power to make you a billionaire overnight. See you in the next video.